Hello everybody, I'm Conquering History Games, and welcome to the first part of a new campaign on the channel. Today, I'm going to be playing some Hearts of Iron 4, the New Order, specifically the Brave New World submod, and we're going to be doing a campaign where that I'm calling the Space Soviet Federation, or the Soviet Space Federation, depending on who you'd want to ask, but this is going to be a preview stream for some membership exclusive content. So for those of you who do not know, I recently got approved for access to the YouTube membership program. So people can sign up to be members, kind of like subscribing on Twitch, very similar. And it is a way to support the channel. But one of the rewards that you can get for becoming a member is you will get access to membership exclusive streams. So I've done a couple of games already where we'll click the join link below and all the details will be there, Nicola. But there's already been a couple of membership exclusive streams, and there have been people who watch them, but we haven't had too many members, and it has been suggested to me by more than one person that perhaps what I should do is like a trailer, start a series, see if people are interested, or like if people are interested, they can then become members to check out the rest of it. The membership exclusive streams are typically going to be on Sundays, and I do not delete any of them after I have finished streaming for the day, because I know people have different schedules. So if you ever want to check out a stream after it's already gone up, that'll be available. There should not be anything blocking it. So let's go ahead and jump on into the game. It's been quite a while since I played some of the New Order. I don't think I've done it since I did an absolutely embarrassing Omsk campaign. Yeah, I was really unhappy with how I did with that one. But we're going to be returning to Komi with all the subpaths, and we're going to be going down one of the three options that are available for the communists. Because I think there's like 10 paths in total for Komi, or maybe it's 9. There's a lot. Oh, thank you very, very much, Orange Glass, for joining, becoming a conqueror. Welcome to the conquering army. Let's see, yeah, Zhdanov be like, I am escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrected by capitalism. Space! I think the line is corrupted, but corrected is funny too. Also, I don't know the details of it, but you're going to probably notice that there's like this China stuff out here. It's my understanding that this submod, which used to just be the one that gave content to Russia after the, you had Russia content after the unification, but I was told that they added some China stuff as well, so that's when they rebranded to Brave New World. But anyway, welcome to the army, Mr. Orange Glass. Oh, I just noticed you have a pony profile picture. That's cute. Man, I gotta get back to some Equestria War, too. Word on the street is we might see Zebrica before the end of the year, but that's neither here nor there. Doesn't this submod have a problem with saves? It hasn't been working for me. Really? That's a pretty serious problem. We should probably check that right away. I was testing it earlier to make sure everything was functioning correctly, and it did, and it didn't seem to be slowing the game down. But obviously, saves not working would be a pretty serious issue. And we're also going to be listening to some non-Hearts of Iron 4 music for this. We're going to be listening to some Soviet wave music, so space Soviet music, Soviet space music. But first, let's see what is going on here. All right. It's technically 11 paths for Komi if we separate Stalina into Democratic and the coup aftermath paths. Yeah. You're right. I should know the number of that. I'm the one who made the the Russia reunification super events video for the New Order. All right, so let's test this real quick. All right, come on. Play Closer by 9 Inch Nails, but it's Funky Town. Anyway, let's check these saves here. Yep. Come on. I'm gonna make a couple of them. Strangely, it seems to be going slower. Oh, it's because when I was testing earlier, I didn't have the OBS. Yeah. OBS is such a CPU choker, you know? Okay. Load up. It doesn't seem like there's any initial issues. Let's find out. It'll crash or not. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty big deal if it does crash. If it does crash, we're just going to have to turn off the Brave New World submod. Okay, come on. TNO already runs like a paraplegic through molasses. How could yours run with OBS? By living on 5-speed. That's how we do it. Okay, and then we'll let a day go by. Okay, it seems to be working. That's good. So now we gotta start over. If you do it the next time, it won't. Are you freaking serious, Porky? First off, can you please give me that information once again? Try once again to be sure. Okay, could you just give me all the information up front? All right, we're gonna load up one more time, but then I want to get going. Why would it work once but not a second time? You have to delete Frostpunk in order for TNO to work. You know, there was last night a friend of mine was asking if me and some other people had gotten any Steam sale games, and I said I got completely distracted by the HoloCure, the free version of Vampire Survivors. Let's see here. See, I was worried they were going to remove McCormack's interim presidency in TT3, but alas, the McCormack Chads won. Alas makes it sound like you're sad about it. Uh-oh, it's going to take a little while for me to click that. Or for it to get over there. Alright, let's try again. Come on. And then unpause, see if it goes through. Okay, it's working just fine. So now we can do the game proper. There's something worse than communism. That is anti-communism. Always got the good quotes. All right. So this ought to be interesting. I'm going into this run blind. I know how to get Bukarina, I'm pretty sure, but we're not going to be doing that. We're going space because a Bukarina one, that'll be for the people. Whenever the time comes that I'm going to do that, and I feel like I've owed people that one ever since when I did the Stalina run and it went to shit. Just the save got completely freaking broken. So I've always said I'm going to one day do a Bukarina one, so keep an eye out for that at some time in the future. Just like Stalin sacrificed lives in order to achieve progress, let's go faster, repeal revolutionary laws. You might be thinking of a different branch of communism than what we're doing. Or communism, as the kids might say. So let's reacquaint ourselves with the material. The Komi Republic. The failures of Nikolai Bukharin, the German invasion, and the defeat of the West Russian Revolutionary Front against the German Reich bled the people of Russia far too much, subjecting them to unimaginable horror and destitution for little gain. Rather than the... Oh, by the way, we're going to turn this music off, and we're going to listen to the Soviet wave music. Give me a minute. Soviet wave. Alright, y'all let me know if it's too loud. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Rather than the workers' utopia promised by the Soviet government, the communist experiment ended in failure as apocalyptic warfare scorched West Russia for the second time in 2 decades. The former government of the Komi ASSR, a faithful band of Soviet loyalist politicians, gladly went along with Grand Marshal Clement Voroshilov's plan for the restoration of the Soviet government, and Komi, despite the reservations of its highly politically deviant population held, gladly slipped into the pocket of the front until the West Russian War and the transition of the front's capital to Syktyvkar. The war, after the political failure of the front, the political failure of the front, the final assassination of Alexei Rykov, the bombing of the Presidium of the West Russian Revolutionary Front marked the last straw for the Komi government. However, Nikolai Alexeyevich Voznesensky, the newly appointed head of the Komi ASSR, took executive action to declare independence from the front, being aided in his operation by a slew of former WRRF politicians, including Mikhail Andreyevich Suslov, foreign minister of the front, and Andrei Alexandrovich Zhdanov, a prominent official of the Comintern. With the secession of the Komi ASSR from the front under a newly declared republic and the loss of yet another capital, the political cohesion of the front dissolved, and more separatists ate away at the WRRF's armies before operations could be launched to put down the rebellions and warlords. With the democratic nature of the Komi Republic becoming well known throughout West Russia and the developed city of Syktyvkar, we could call it Sky City, becoming swollen with refugees from other less accommodating warlord states, a climate of political radicalism began to fester within the Republic, fed by Voznesensky's collaboration with Zhdanov's communists and the underground influence of extremist politicians who had been set free from the many former gulags in the region. Political violence, grand scheming, and paramilitary activity became commonplace, with the corruption of the Republic's armed forces doing nothing to help matters, despite the efforts of talented officers such as Petro Grigorenko and Ivan Korokov. The state of the Republic is hardly one conducive to functional democracy or civilized life. Crime is at a record high, with constant paramilitary street battles shattering the silence on the streets of Sky City. The plots of shadowy ideologues are constantly pit against each other in the form of assassinations, thefts, fraud, assault, extortion, and conspiracy against the Republic. While power is brokered within the National Assembly and the Democratic coalition of relatively centrist parties, attempts to keep order and sane governance, Mikhail Suslov's, more like sus, when the communists are sus, Communist Party of Komi on the far left, and Lev Gumilyov's Passionary organization on the far right constantly attempt to bring down the government in the shadows while maintaining a respectable public opinion. So, we're just going to look at the ones that are relevant to us, that being the communists. Here we go. The Communist Party of Komi is notable in that it is the most united political wing, in quotation marks, of the Republic, in the Republic. The infamous Mikhail Suslov has forged an ironclad political machine out of the far left, leading successful operation after operation to stage scandals, shatter the people's confidence in the government, and establish an environment of constant pressure on the Republic's security forces. However, despite its unity, not all is well within the Communist Party. The cracks between its leaders are invisible in public, but all too apparent behind closed doors. In the eyes of party leaders, you know what? We actually should wait on the Soviet wave music. Which, funnily enough, there's an artist called Gummy Boy on it. But we should wait on the Soviet wave until we've taken charge. So how about, in the meantime, what do we want to jam to? Who the freak knows? We'll just do some cyberpunk music. Which we've done before. You're more of a fan of NATO Wave. Yeah, once Zhdanov takes control, that's when we should do it. Okay. Where was I? Despite the unity, not all is well within the Communist Party. The cracks between its leaders are invisible in public, but all too apparent behind closed doors. In the eyes of party insiders, a conflict between Mikhail Suslov and Ivan Serov's Orthodoxy faction and Andrei Zhdanov and Svetlana Bukarina's reformist faction is inevitable. All that remains to be seen is how destructive it shall be to the party's very foundations. So we're skipping over Suslov. Here we go. Andrei Alexandrovich Zhdanov. This is the one. Andrei Zhdanov is a walking contradiction. He is the leader of the Communist Party National Assembly delegation, one of the highest figures in the party. Yet his libertarianism and populism seems to fly in the face of what Suslov is widely considered to want. Zhdanov is a visionary in every way, a fierce, charismatic firebrand. Yet he tends to align with Voznensky's government constantly, seemingly missing opportunities to perpetuate the revolution that the Communist Party so desires. The mystery behind Zhdanov's motivations and operations raise many questions, but none can doubt his character. According to many centrists across the aisle, if one communist were to take power, it would have to be Zhdanov. After all, where else could one find such a charming, moderate, populist spirit? And so that's just what's most important for us. You know, obviously there's so many different paths. So, fight through the storm of intrigues to save the Republic or bring it crashing down. Experiment with the many ideologues and parties present within the Republic and bring one to victory. Put an end to warlordism and anarchy, uniting Russia under the flag of one of Comey's many contenders. And, yeah, let's just jump into it. For the Republic! Let's see, Comey's the clown car of ideologies. Which side will rise over the rubble? Speedy communists, the Suslovites, the Nazbol gang, or boring reformists. Well, I've done quite a bit of Comey over the last, I guess it would be a year and a half. Hold on a sec here. Actually, we shouldn't. Hold on. Yeah, so like Comey alone, not even counting all the other Russian reunifications, I've done a Taboritsky campaign, of course. That probably was my favorite campaign of 2021, or close to it. Then I did Khrushchev, I think. I've done Omsk. Oh, no, wait, we're just talking about Comey. So Comey, let me look at the thing here. So I did a Stalina run. I did a Taboritsky run. And what else have I done? I know I've done more than that. Or maybe I haven't. Taboritsky, Stalina. Actually, yeah, that might be it. I thought I've done more than that. But I have done a fair amount of Russia. I've done both of the West Russian Revolutionary Front ones, as well as the North Russian Revolutionary Front, I think it was called. Let's see, what else did I do? I did the Aryan Brotherhood into Hyperborea. I've done, Tyumen, Omsk, Tomsk. Oh yeah, they've like redone this stuff. Right. Yeah, I've done a Tomsk campaign, Black Army campaign. Buryatia was the first one I ever played. I did Amur, but I lost, so that did not go good. I did Magadan into, full Metal Gear Solid mode. So I've done quite a few of the Russian warlords. Always entertaining. So let's start figuring out what exactly it is we want to do here. Okay, we have some free production units. There's the National Assembly. I think we're gonna come here, do eyes to the right. I don't want to do any of these affairs of the National Assembly stuff. It's gonna slow me down. Let's see. Reach for space. Tim Curry for premier. If he is not the nominated and only candidate of the party, then I'll become a weeb. Who do you mean? No divisions in basic training. Don't have the equipment for them. Plain and simple. Okay, it says I have production units, and yet I don't. Oh no, it's here, right? Yeah, what's it talking about? There's nothing here. Huh. Okay. So we have here this unique mechanic, which is going to be pretty relevant, which is a friend on the left. Nikolai Voznesinski and Andrei Zhdanov, the president of the Republic and a high-ranking communist official. Nominal enemies. What's this? Oh, the soundtrack. This is an album called Oblivion by White Bat Audio. I've played them before, I think, for like my Seraph campaign. But we're just going to be using them until we go space mode. Then we'll switch over to some Soviet wave. But anyway, nominal enemies, close friends. Zhdanov and Voznesensky have maintained their close personal relationship even throughout the current state of political crisis, allowing for certain actions to be taken across political lines. This is of course off the record, and the release of these ties could be incredibly dangerous for the state of the Republic. So let's see, we could do things like form coalition tickets, increases influence of Zhdanov. So I don't know if he can like end up cooing or something. Request insider information. Okay, so we'll have all these favors we can call in. Why don't you play the playlist I shared with you? Which one was that, Amelia? Did you send it to me on Discord or something? Send it again, whatever it is you're talking about. I'm in a lot of different servers on Discord. I talk to a lot of people. Get my Discorder. Let's see. Do affairs, because it's actually a good way to increase your ideology's power and develop the state. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. But we're missing equipment production for everything. Oh no, with me on YouTube? Did you? I don't think I got a message of that. Bonsoir, we're gonna make a going to space, little betas on the moon. Yeah, I guess I didn't see it. What's it called? Just type what it's called. Alright, let's start figuring out what we want to do with our civilian factories. I think it's hard. I think like hospitals, from what I remember, are pretty good. Next hospital will increase satisfaction by 20.5%. Okay. Network of hospitals hurting our monthly growth. Build hospitals in states that don't have any will. Improve our population growth, especially in more populated and richer states, in particular in the capital, where it would grant us 9.9 population growth. Yeah. Okay. So you are going to send it through Discord? Thank you. Yeah, let's get that hospital going. Now, military factories. We need anti-tank, rifles, civilian train, support equipment. Some more we need, but that's just gonna have to cut it through. Cut it for now. Alright, we have insufficient resources still. At a very high deficit. Deficit rate is currently unmanageable, potentially causing our national debt to rise, uncontrollably spelling economic ruin. Love to hear that. For darn. Alright, let's go. You don't have a Discord. Red line go up, is it bad or good? Well, look, don't worry about it. Like, you know, you just got to invest in some NFTs and you'll never have problems. So that's what'll help communism win. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna start slamming it on. Yeah, debt to GDP ratio is what's going on. Fresh off the presses. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm happy to see how many viewers there are here today. You know what? I wonder if I could... A thought just occurred to me. I wonder if I could set up a thing that'll, you know, show how many people have joined as members. Oh, there's the end of the missile crisis. Tell you what, let me do a save here. Huh. Okay, check this out. I'm gonna mute myself for a minute, and we're gonna try to see if I could set up something that'll show how many members have joined over the course of the stream. So just hold on. You know what, never mind. We're just gonna, yeah, I shouldn't focus on that, you know. Anyway, just become a member. So the custodian, blah, 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 it's just the president. He's saying, oh, this is all be worth it and whatnot. Imagine reading. Oh, I read a lot of stuff, but with Comey, I've realized, you know, you gotta skip some things. You know, you can't read every event or you just be here all day long. Whoops, thought I was unpaused. Yeah, you'll just end up spending your whole life reading, doing the stuff. So I'm only going to be reading stuff that is relevant to our run. Okay. So we can do some stuff here like form coalition tickets, discourage violence. That'd be good for the stability. Or we can save up for some really big stuff. Oh, insider information. We'll get something called Suslov's Secrets. Oh my. Monkey is a product of Spear. I will only buy Zhdanov bucks. Oh yeah, let's go ahead and hear who we got for the German Civil War. Place your bets. Place your bets, everybody. Okay, the Peacemaker, Kosygin, whatever. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. I could scavenge for some loot real quick, though. You know, yeah, we are gonna do that. Yeah, get the loot. The Reich's last conquest. Has the space race won? No, because when you're a loser, you just keep moving the goalposts. Maybe it'll be Spear this time. Yeah. And remember, we have the sub-mod on that we can go to war after. There's Stalina. Okay, remind them. Allegations surfaced of collusion between the president and the far left through the channel of Andrei Zhdanov, chairman of the Communist Party. At least in name, we all know who's really in charge. This one has potential for sure, which we can explain after the break. Remember, this show is brought to you today by the International Street Cinema. So, yeah, nothing but right-wing propaganda parrot. We're going to say quality reporting from a quality station, so that hurts the power of the center. Fuck them. Alright. As a plain guy, you gotta go with Goering. Okay, so we've heard Bormann, Spear, and Goering so far. Nobody's going for, Ordenstadtburgens, Puppet, and Unhellweld. Haha. Begin the opposition, take over an empty office. Somebody said nice door. Are you talking about the squeaking? That's my chair. So you know. See, I'm deliberately doing it. Squeak, and then... Like the AMR. Is this doing it for you? This squeaking? Is this what gets you all? Oh, sorry. I thought we were unpaused. Sorry. Yeah, okay. Modern Bogateria. We all know that one, but where was I? I was going back to the thing. Yeah, just back to the squeaking. ASMR squeaks. You like that? Is this doing it for you? You sick fucks. Disgusting. Alright, so an assassin has struck at Hitler. My worldview is just shattered because it's not a door, it's a chair. Yeah. What's with the clown sex? You know, the term giggle bush came up amongst my friends. It was just like you were using a joke slang term for weed. And I just said, you know, giggle bush is what our grandparents called clussy. And I got put in friendship timeout. Okay, so now we can do some warlord development. It's not the worst idea, but I think instead we're gonna request that insider information against the Susibaka, you know, Suslav. All right, last year of the Vosnetzency. All right, what have we got here? We got like some external investments. No. Safety, no. Well, industrial investments, that actually might be pretty good. But that's about it. Let's learn who's the imposter. Embrace Wednesday. Oh, Wendussy? What does Wendussy mean? Is that like a Wendigo? Okay, Goering got named the decessor. Like a Wendigo's pussy? Alright, so as many of you know, I've been playing the first Dungeons and Dragons campaign in my life, and I was our bard is of course horny, and he decided to celebrate by banging a couple of there was this event. I want to get into the spoilers of it because it's a pretty popular module, but he wanted to celebrate. He ends up banging these this dwarf couple, and I was saying like, yeah, Dussy, he's hitting that Dussy. But then our dungeon master kind of clarified, No. They're not actually dwarves, the people in this town. They're just sort of, like, it's a small community, and they're just all short. They're all really short. But they're still human. And so the city was called Kretz. So he says, like, so that's Crussy. And you know, we're going, ew! It's like, what, you guys aren't hungry for some Crussy? Alright, so this is us, though. The Visionary. The winds blew cold through the comey night as the shadow tramped through the field. The snow crunched beneath his feet until he reached the ideal spot. The night was clear and silent, perfect for his surreptitious observations, excuse me. I need to get new glasses or something. The night was clear and silent, perfect for his surreptitious observations. He placed the long case in the field, withdrawing the tripod, deftly expanding it. Yeah, expand that shit. And attaching the telescope to the top. His nighttime adventures were a risk, of course. Suslov had expressed concern for his safety, fearing assassination attempts from the Passionary. But even if Comrade Suslov's men did not know of his excursions, how dangerous could it be? Glancing into the telescope, Andrei Zhdanov's mind wandered. Far away from the lights of Sky Tikavar, that snake pit of intrigue and violence, he found serenity in the gentle movements of the stars. Perhaps out there lay hope. Other beings who overcame their petty infighting and defeated their worst qualities. An example for humanity to follow into a new age. Freedom from want, freedom from conflict, and freedom from ignorance lay within the grasp of humanity. It was such a shame that it had been squandered for so long on the petty conflicts of the last decade and the great battle with the backwards, regressive Germany. But soon the time would come. His vision would guide Russia and the world into a brave new era, and mankind would be free. The way forward lies in our hands. Row, row, fight the power! Okay. Space got me acting up, not gonna lie. Andrei Zhdanov, probably. You go to sleep. Alright, have a good night's sleep, Xenomorph. All progress in the world is made by visionaries. Yeah. Oh, geez, all the Dussy stuff. So, we got Mid-Dussy, Hobbit Dussy, Zandov, Serov, Axis Win. Yeah. Can you build a base on the moon tonight? If I could, which I don't know if I can. I don't think it's gonna happen in today's stream. Oh, Suslov's secrets. Okay, hold on. First, this is some Andropov stuff. His job wasn't all just scaring dumb kids. Paranoia. Just another threat or an unexpected ally. Alright, here we go. Suslov's secrets. This is what we just paid 50 political power to get. Voznevsky looked over at the document with a stone cold expression. Next to him was Petro Grigorenko, his chief of the general staff, and Yegor Lagachev, his security minister. All three of them were discussing the documents that had been seen so far, with only two left to go over together. Already orders had been sent to police around the Republic to prepare for seizure and securing of communist assets, and appropriate arrests had been carried out in secret. The spoils of these documents had almost been fully reaped, and it seemed that all was almost finished in action. Comrades Ligachev, Grigorenko, these two documents, and we're finished. Let's see what else is in this pile. The second to last document was unearthed from the stack of papers, a long-term operational plan ordered by and carried out by Yuri Andropov, one of Suslov's lieutenants. After a coup of the democratic government, the operation states that the Communist Party would expand its territory to other warlord states nearby, eventually taking over much of the old Union. The three men glanced at each other before reading the next document. A conversation between Arvids Pelshi, a key figure on the left, and Suslov. After reading the document, which seemed more like Suslov giving orders to his inferior, the three men discussed it. Following their discussion, they agreed to gather the briefcase and guard it in a secure place where none can see the machinations inside. Yes, so Slops just went, my machinations lay undetected for years. A treasure worth any price. So Zhdanov will be able to call in 10 more favors. My influence goes up. Voznensky goes up by 5. But Suslov's goes down by 5. There's the Seeker, Bukrina. One day we'll play her, not today. I can't believe Voznevsky just hit Petro with the commie stunner after he kicked out of the wall of Leningrad. Wild. Alright. We're going to next... encourage file sharing. Increases security effectiveness. I don't remember how I trade in the favors. Let me look this up. Try to look this up. Zhdanov favors new order. Give me a moment here. All right. But I think we want to do this via coup. Yeah. All right. I'm just looking some stuff up. There we go. Okay. Could encourage the file sharing. I don't know about that. Discourage the violence. 3 more favors, 5 more favors. Increases influence of Zhdanov. Increases conscription policy effectiveness. Oh, public housing. Yeah, that's what we want. Yeah, fixing up poverty is really good. You get a lot of nice buffs off that. Oh, thank you very much for the subscription. Ponto exclamacao. I don't know. Friendly debate. The assembly. Blah blah blah. We both stand for the republic. Yeah. So. Yeah. These are that nice. No, they're not a couple, but the man and the woman who are in the assembly. They're so nice. And they're gonna be so freaking wrong here. Ivan, do we want Ivan or let's see, Commando War Hero? Yeah, grab Ivan. Change this color too. No, damn it! Trailblazer, Serov. He's going the genetic reactionaries and whatnot. Very good. Alright. New friends! Sasha still looking for her old friends. Was tracking dog lead on. Every dog goes to heaven. Several strips of curry. Huh. Okay. What is this? So, hunger was building. Wait, 2 men crouched over a detail. We won't find anything to eat if this keeps up. No tracker, I'm a farmer. Curing meat, a trained dog. A tracking dog, lead on. That was enough to make her happy that every dog goes to heaven. I'm not sure what this is referencing. The Crusader, Uranismo. Would you move to play as Zhdanov and Stellaris afterwards? Well, it wouldn't be doing a campaign if on episode 1 people are asking, hey, I know that you just started this, but what are you going to do 50 hours from now? Instead of just appreciating what's in front of them. It never fails. Every Crusader Kings campaign say, hey, are you gonna convert this over to EU4? Yeah, Zhdanovismo. Party composition. So I guess we want to decrease. Yeah, we gotta accept other factions. We're gonna do that to decrease Voznevsky's shit. Oh, you're joking, huh? Aren't they all? Alright, let's keep going. Gotta get to that 30 political power so we can get some public housing happening, work on the poverty. Burying the hatchet, the three major Democratic parties concluded a closed assembly, and they're going to stay the course. Centroniza! Oh no, Ismo! Organizer there's Shafarevich for the Fascismo. Am I not unpaused? Yeah, I kind of got caught up there. I guess I was doing the autosave at the top of the month. But yeah, this is why we just live on 5 speed. It's not the most smooth running mod, and then, you know, streaming simultaneously sure doesn't help. And then also I'm playing music in the other monitor. Almost on par with Mass Effect Techno. Salutations. Yes, hello there, Epic Incarnate. There you go. Greetings from Argentina. Ah, so you perhaps will appreciate more than most my jokes of, because, you know, there's Peronismo. I just turn everything ism into ismo. Just has more flavor. Like my recent Herbert Hoover Kaiser Redu campaign, where we introduced the United States to the political ideology of Hooverismo! Hooverismo! Blank, don't be trying to start a fight with the Argentinians in the chat. Okay, we have another special segment. The CIA interested how you got to a fine republic. Care to share? I was with the CIA. I like this girl named Svetlana. Interesting perspective. Every squad got the racist, the racist, the racist, the rabbit racist. Crap, I think I just joined the Passionary organization. Or the Hearts of Iron 4 community. You know, actually, the blank, you're itching to get a timeout. You know, I don't know how long this trend has been going on, but I have noticed it where there is this thing where it used to be the joke like, oh, you play Hearts of Iron 4? Didn't know you liked Hitler and whatnot. But now the new joke, it's been going on for at least this year. I've seen it for months now, but it's like that, oh, you play Hearts of Iron 4? So when are you finishing your transition? So like, it's this thing where, wait, what? We just got an ultimate. Okay, so there's Taboritsky. Hold on. Ghost. Life goes on. After all, life goes on. Carry on. And on. Hearts of Iron 4 validates the Strasserism pipeline. Yeah. I remember I once saw this person somewhere on YouTube. I don't remember his name, but he would do these videos. He just did these funny videos when he would be in them standing on the side. And then in one like video, oh, hold on a sec, yeah, so we're gonna get it, yeah, we're not backing down. Fuck off. Although, you know, we probably should spend this. I forgot to do this earlier. They do the schools. Increases workplace safety. We'll do agriculture. But anyway, in one of his videos, he just suddenly was wearing a wig and he had a dress on. And so people in the comments were going, is this person transsexual? Like transgender? Like what is going on? And God, I wish I could remember the name of the channel, but they didn't have like a Twitter or a social media or something. But somebody said, oh no, I did find one of their social medias. I don't remember what it was, but they had the link to it. And but they showed, like, he said, like, oh, my name is blah blah blah, and it's like, and I this and that. It was like his biography or something, and then it said, you know, just like introducing himself. It says, and I think it was like, and I look better than you in a dress. And people in the comments were going, he does look good. He's working that dress. But as far as I know, that person wasn't transgender. But now this takes me back into the distant past. There used to be a picture that went around on the internet where this guy who was like a weightlifter, he's like, yeah, I came home to visit my parents, and my little sister still lives there. I went into her room to grab something, and she had some booty shorts that said juicy on them. Put them on. I look better than him in them than she does. And he actually took a picture of himself not wearing anything but his sister's, yeah, like booty shorts that say juicy on them. And he's like, God, I'm fucking sexy. Oh man, it's funny stuff. I don't think I'm gonna do any of these. We're not gonna raise confidence in democracy and whatnot. So yeah, let's just keep saving up a little bit more so we can get that public housing going. We're just getting so little political power every day. Yeah, let's go back to Clussy. I actually saw a thing. Somebody wrote a for real academic article that got published in a journal where they were discussing the linguistics of the whole, you know, Clussy. The term, first time I heard Clussy was back in 2017, but kind of more recently, it's been this thing where people are just adding everything Ussy, and so this person was, like, they basically written an article explaining how the Ussy phenomenon is like something that's been around for literally centuries. It's part of the evolution of the human language, but also how and why certain words don't fit with the Ussy thing. Like sometimes it kind of feels forced. Like me, I was in the artillery, so we used to say wolf pussy. Guarantee you know nobody these days is saying wussy. Well, you know, first off, that doesn't work. So then what are you supposed to say? Wussy or wolfsy? Ussy? Wolfsy? It doesn't work. It doesn't work with the English, like the linguistics of it. All right, direct action. All right, so basically we could decrease the power of the left and right a bit, or we could increase the power of the center. We're just gonna decrease the power of ourselves as well as the right, mostly just so we can hurt the right. But in just a minute here, we're gonna be able to start setting up the public housing. All right, I'll try that out, Porky. Let me just set up a save file in case something goes wrong. See, the Hearts of Iron 4 community leans right, but the Chad Crusader Kings community just wants to restore the monarchies. Yeah. Let's see here. All right. Seems to help a little bit. There we go. Support public housing, or and again, this one will let me do 7 favors. Reporting for duty. No, just support the public houses. See, somebody says, I've never played Hearts of Iron 4. It seems like a steep learning curve to me compared to EU4 or Victoria 2. How true is this for you? Start with the news question. No, it's not a problem at all. I would say that Hearts of Iron 4 is actually maybe the easiest one to learn. It just is, there's like an artificial difficulty curve now because of DLC stuff that's been introduced, like the tank design, the ship design, how like the spy agencies work. Hey, friend Chad, good to see you. Good luck to you, Chief. Good to see you play TNO again. Oh yeah, not TMO, but don't worry, that's coming when we're doing the Bukarina run. But it's yeah, ultimately you're just drawing war arrows and they go burr. There's much less micromanaging than in other games. Now, like the mods can be more difficult, but vanilla Hearts of Iron 4 you can pick it up pretty quick. All right, let's keep moving. TNO movie starring Tim Curry as Zhdanov. Support public houses sounds like bourgeois sodomite degeneracy to me. Yeah. You might change your name and profile picture so I could try to gaslight CHG. Well, whatever gets your rocks off. Speaking of getting your rocks off, how about you get those everybody reach deep into your pockets, support the channel with your rubles, and become a member of the Conquering Army. The button's right there next to the subscription. It's what's going to help fund live streams and give you access to membership exclusive streams like this one will be after today. Vanilla Hearts R4 is honestly a bit like a pretty chill board game. Yeah, unless you're achievement hunting, and then everything's a fucking world conquest run. Speak with Stalin. Alright, government in check. It's gonna hurt us. So little time. So, oh yeah, who do we think is going to win all the various regional wars? Like, you know, obviously I'm going to win out here. Oh, no, not Vyatka. It's going to be me. But who do we got, for example, in West Siberia? Is it going to be Omsk? Is it going to be Tyumen? Who do we have in Central Siberia? Is Tomsk going to pull it off? If they do pull it off, what government are they going to run? You know, oh yeah, and of course the Buryatia versus Irkutsk war. That's always the first thing you gotta worry about. Yeah. Casualty. Soldiers are weeping. There's gunmen. Just craziness in the city. And then who's gonna do it in the Far East? Man. Soyumsk. Is that like what Omsk is or Tomsk is? Which one's soy? French it says Tyumen, Kemerovo, and Chita. Kemerovo, that's not one you hear a lot about. With old Rurik II. But which I will be one day playing when I'll be able to spend more time with Noel as the successor in Moe order. Let's see here. Awesome. Croatian Autumn. Good old Marshal Tito. Can he pull it off? Stand by. Wait, no, that's not him. Where'd he go? Ah, what's happening? It's not letting me click stuff. There we go. Mr. Josip Broz Tito, who believes in national communism. It's a bold plan of attack. Let's see how it works out for him. Let's see here. Plan of attack. No, we're wanting to do eyes to the right, I think. Yeah, to suppress the right wing. I don't want them to be an issue. Let's see here. You play blackjack in this mod? Unless there's something new, I don't know. There's this thing though, this little puzzle. I used to remember playing with one of these when I was younger. So like, you could just do stuff like that. Move this over here. So you see, you want to set it up so it goes, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, etc., etc. So like, right there, we've already got 1, 2, 3. You know, 4 is stuck down here though. And so on and so forth. So I remember, I think I don't know which one it was, but I played this one. Oops, I messed that up. Yeah, that was a mistake. Like so. Alright, whoop. Oh, yeah, I already messed that up. But yeah, I remember I was able to do this before. I'd have to think about it a little bit, but it's a good way to kill time. I might try to do that, you know, if we find a slow part of the game. That's not going to be right now, of course. Oh, let's get some more political power so we can get more favors queued up. For sure. Let's see, Yevgeny's passed. Yeah, I was once a member of the Passionati, and they trust each other to curb radicalism. Radicalism's the future. You know what's radical? Going to fucking space. But what about his tax policy? And then boom, just bullet through the head. Just, we're going to space. Who fucking cares? Let's see here. Is there anything happening in Malaysia or the Philippines? Let's see. It does look like something's going on here. Whoop. Come on. Come on. Ah, Chairman Meow appearance. Very fun. But let's see. Right now, Malaya is at war with the UMAJF, who believe in Bucarenismo. Hope you get a better experience in TT, because Omsk was quite let down. Disappointment. Yeah, I just was sucking up the place when I played as Omsk. I think I even did a couple polls over the course of that once, and like, you guys just want me to console command a win, and so we can keep going to the next stage. I did so freaking bad there. Awful. Awful, awful, awful. You know, scavenge for the loot. Don't forget to do that frequently. So let's take a look at what the influence is looking like right now. So the left, we have almost as much power as the center. But I still don't even have, like, meaning Zhdanov. I'm saying I. When I say I mean Zhdanov. Don't even have the most amount of influence in my party, so it's a bit of a problem. Brazil wins the World Cup, and things will never be bad, ever, for Brazil in soccer. Mars is our tax policy. It's a very serious-looking profile picture. Alright, take care, Franchan. Yeah, rumors of a rising star. Another communist power player? The rise of Ponomaryov. Good. Taiga to British seas. The Red Army stands above all. The Veil, a charismatic new communist candidate from Suslov's old stomping ground. Wait, what happened? I thought it was paused. Stomping ground is too much of a coincidence for the Democratic Coalition's higher-ups to swallow. Suslov's command of Comey's far left is ambiguous and hard to measure. Perhaps the slippery shadow might have made a pact with a charismatic frontman to enhance his control of the party. The Young Republic's policeman would of course never stoop so low as to run private investigations on the enemies of the current government, but monitoring the coming and going of new political figures definitely falls somewhere in their priority list. Better than to run some background checks on this new figure. We must pierce it. Yeah, let's pierce it. It's Max Weber as serious and autistic as he gets. Yeah. Alright, Yunnan is going to war with Guangxi. There's going to be a Guangzhou stream, I think, on Twitch for, I think one of the devs is going to be playing it, showing it off. Not this Tuesday, I think next Tuesday. Memories of home. Old man looking into nothing as he sat on the porch of his home. He was Fritz Schmegel, young German boy. His father was a communist. Then he went Soviet. He was very angry. And then that he thought, I want to go home. I miss you. Yeah. Alright. A revelation. Ponomaryov was terribly dull. He was a paper pusher. He's a terminally boring man. Nothing more than a Suslovite automaton. Just another puppet, so this makes... Oh, this hurts the left, though, and I'm the left, so that was bad. Yeah. Okay, we could do, Gotta push the center down, but let's just keep working on this. The friend on the left. You got a friend on the left. You got a friend on the left. You know, so many things might be bigger and smarter than... Yeah, just start. Hold on. I'm gonna look up the lyrics for that. Try to remember. So you got a friend in me. You know, there's no continental plates. Let's see here. Such little time. Suslov. There goes Che. Che's out. Well, where did he go? Treasure what time we have left. Yeah, it's like his wife has cancer, I think. When the road looks rough ahead and you're miles and miles from the Soviet head, just remember what Suslov said. Boy, yeah, you've got a friend in me. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. You got a friend in Suslov. You got a friend in Suslov. You've got troubles, he's got them too. There isn't anything he wouldn't do for you. We stick together. Is that an Among Us that you typed the little monster thing? What is going on in this chat? Alright, so Midnight Walk. Yuri, Lenin was right about stuff. Let her fight her own battles. Yeah, so we're not... Actually, you know what? We're going to do a pause here because I think Bukarina might need to work with Zhdanov. I don't think it's 100% necessary, but it might help. Book Midnight Walk. We're going to say no, but I want to have a backup plan here. Let her fight her own battles. Good, we got the better rifles now. Also strike from the left. Good. Could encourage some file sharing, but I think we're gonna try to persuade Comrade Oplesin. Yeah, every little bit helps. Oh yeah, can we do a raid yet? Seriously? Oh no, yeah, here we go. We have a raid we can do. Here we go. Anyway, and as the years go by, Suslov will never die. You're gonna see it's his destiny. Yeah, you've got a friend in Suslov. Alright, here we go. Persuade Comrade Oplesin. Come on now. Come on. Tribute paid, you freaking geeks! Nobody else has stuff I could steal. There goes Yugoslavia. War is hell. We didn't really let in. Yeah, Tito and the partisans lost. They'll keep fighting for socialism and liberation, but it appears the dream of Croatian independence is shattered. Winter has come to Croatia. Alright, well, we can get building something else here. I think we already got the agriculture going, so how about, ooh, this one will just drop a new school somewhere. Let's do that. Yep. Suslov, welcome to the show. Alright. New technology to research. What do we want to do here? Suslov is suppressing Sirov's manifesto. Yeah, you are misinformed about several things. We could start doing some industry stuff. So that helps with the, I don't know, production units, GDP ratio modifier. Getting that up might be a pretty good idea, but got the news, got the Hospital could be good. Oh, research is really good. Yeah, it says school construction and research feeds the research. Alright, to believe in Svetlana. Wait, requests from this? What is this? We'll enjoy this latest request. We'll no longer be able to have contact. Oh wait, if we're not selected within a day, we can no longer have contact with Zhdanov and drastic consequences when I'm selected. We'll indulge the latest request. He wants the request to be that we send money to a certain business. So I think we want nothing to happen there. So the stability I think will be good. When the revisionists are sus. Oh man, if I ever did a Suslov campaign, I'm gonna put the Among Us guy somewhere on the screen. You know, connections leak. A crisis has engulfed Komi. Although this headline is not a new one, the details of this particular story have interested both the public and the politicians alike. An unknown associate of Nikolai Voznensensky has come forward with damaging information about him, in particular his connections with a certain radical socialist named Andrei Zhdanov. The leaked documents detail the extent of the connections, highlighting the relationship between Zhdanov and Voznensky and showing the amount of collaboration. The Voznensky, or the Voznensky, I think I kind of put a little German on that there, has been completely shouted by the news as highly tempered debates run wild in the meeting minutes and legislative sessions following the story broke. Voznensky now must face the consequences of his actions and has already come to a solution regarding how this mess will be handled. This never happened. Hideo Kojima. I was telling a friend, and I believe this is an original thought of mine. I've never heard anybody else make the comparison. It's this covering the evidence. The sound of whitewashing broadcasted. It's about Kojima. I'll talk about it in a minute. The sound of whitewashing broadcasted itself to an almost empty woods as the shovel dug on and the briefcase stood firm in the slight moonlight breeze. The man couldn't help but think of the circumstances that led to this point. He had obtained the documents, yes. He had sent loyal assistants to take care of that. Without anyone knowing, he had slipped out of Sky City during the dead of night. Indeed, he arranged it on an official private outing for the next few days, and he thought at least no one suspected the wiser. The waxing gibbous and a flashlight was the only sources reflecting on his face, yet his soul reflected much. But his resolve was clear. He must not let this come to light. Otherwise, too much would be at stake. It was for the good of the Republic, he imagined, as the shovel did the last shoveling of its dirt. So it decreases influence by a random amount. Let's see where we're at with that. So he's down to 58. I'm at 52. Suslov is still a little strong, but the left is now the strongest faction. But it needs to be me. Reporting for duty. Comrade Upsilon. The phone call failed. A common occurrence. Comrade. Made another tip. Comrade. The second one ended sooner than the last. He didn't want to make a call in the afternoon when all the few lines available were busy with bureaucrats trying to request papers from their manager. Then he dialed again. Comrade Upsilon. Comrade Zhdanov. Is that you, my old friend? On the other side of the line, there stood a tired old man who seldom left his dacha these days, yet who, throughout the decades, saw more battles than half the Republic's military. General Oplison knew what Zhdanov wanted with that call. However, he didn't see himself as fit for action anymore. He had led his life like he led his battalions to the front lines, marching forward with pride and effort, only to be torn apart by enemy artillery. No one could be more tired of combat, pain, and glory, but then his eyes caught sight of his Order of Lenin at the wall, awarded by Zhdanov's hand, and set his mind remembering. The triumph of the revolution would be the only thing great enough to justify it. All that fighting would be a vain waste of many lives, including his own, if not redeemed by putting Russia at the hands of the workers. After some more dialectical confabulation, the general gave his caller what he wanted. Comrade Zhdanov, my life is at the hands of the party. Nikolai Oplesin took his old uniform out of the closet and got himself properly dressed. If he would be a soldier again, he should make himself feel like one. His first battle would be against the General Staff's telephone. General Nikolai Oplesin presenting himself for duty. I am ready for any assignment. So we just got a new general, who is... Where is he? Is he going to be a level 1? That's fucking bullshit. Where is he? Oh, there he is. General Oplesin. He's our boy. Okay. Yeah, I was saying, so I had this thought, and I hope I'm the first one to have ever had it, where I was saying to my friend, Hideo Kojima is like if Forrest Gump and the prophet Cassandra had a baby. Alright, we could secure control, which is always pretty good, but I really want to keep boosting my influence here. Increases the power of the right. 10 days, 5 days. Guess we could do both of these. Yeah. It's gonna max our shit out. If that doesn't do it, I don't know what will. But then we'll try to secure some control. Suslov walked easier these days. Leak into a downpour. Rumors have cited further ties to Zhdanov, so center, and Voznensky went down. Shoot, I got my own stuff pushed in, but so damn it, look, yeah, I'm only at 49 influence using 64. Maybe I did need to bring Bukarina in. Shoot, this could be an actual problem. Okay, nighttime suspicions. Telephone Stalina. Okay, so the chief of staff telephoned Stalina. He had deliberated about the call for some time, worried she would be disturbed from sleep and thus unreceptive to his imperative. He need not have been. Barely one ring had passed when the call was answered, and the voice all in the Republic knew well answered him decisively. Like himself, Stalina was most active during the nighttime hours, finding them to be free of distraction and an optimal time to accomplish work. Equally aware of her disdain for wasting time, he got right to the point. Nikolai Oplesin had been appointed to the Republic's general staff. His general staff, and he was most concerned. The man was both qualified and proficient, true, but that was not his worry. Oplesin's past was. It was impossible to overlook his activities under Bukharin's regime and thus his potential ties with the WRRF. Grigorenko was both surprised and heartened by Stalina's immediate agreement. She shared his concerns, particularly those concerning the absolute necessity of preventing communist infiltration of Republican state organs. Oplesin had to be watched closely. They therefore quickly came to an agreement of coordination. If only the Republic as a whole could be so decisive as Stalina was. Grigorenko thought as he replaced the receiver. Keep a close watch. So Stalina gets stronger, war support's down. Request for a ceasefire? What the heck are you talking about? The government on the far left an opening for Gumilov's scheme. There was a risk of face-to-face meeting occurring between Zhdanov and the president, but desperate hours called for desperate measures. Once both reached the secluded meeting spot in the woods outside of Sky City, Zhdanov requested his old friend to an end to the active hostilities between the government and the communists. Such a ceasefire would let both sides turn their attention to Gumilov's attempted takeover attempt. The president listened to Zhdanov's case without comment. Any question he asked might reveal information about the government's position. When the communist leader finally fell silent, Voznensky announced his intentions. He's gone too far, or let's keep this between us. See, I don't know what that means. I don't know which means what. I want to do the help. So we're gonna come back to this. Let's try. We're gonna call this Komi left unity, maybe, because I want to be brought into the government. It'll make it easier to get rid of him, you know. So we're gonna say, yeah, he's gone too far. Does that mean like Gumilyov went too far? Maybe. I'm not sure. I hope I clicked that right thing. See, I wonder what would happen if we try to cut the ties. Yeah, what would be the drastic consequences? Refusing the ceasefire. The government had no intention of ending pressure on the communists. Is car drove off in the night. There will be blood. I don't know. Purchase some anti-tank equipment. Oh no, secure control. Split front. They stopped classes. The law, if it existed, was shattered by a renewal of violence. See, that just made the right stronger. Hold on. SMP holds on to Scotland. Party's been compromised. Damn Soviet bastards, they're watching us. There was an informant. Mirrored the faces of the rest of the community are panicked. Decision had to be made quickly for Angels that backed out. Drop the hammer. Come on. Am I not paused? Or wait, no, something's happening. It's the beginning of the month. Big news. Alright, are we able to do any other raids yet? No, we're still just building new schools. Nobody's got any money. Bod! Pretty quiet chat today. Svetlana urges caution. We're increased the influence of her by a random amount. That's fine. Or is it fine? Let's find out. And I think as she starts kind of low. Yeah, she still has the lowest of everybody in the center. The left is still much stronger. Don't have to worry about this believe in Svetlana thing. The interlude. The plot! Can we stop it in time? Somebody's going to be put to trial for something he didn't say. Yakovich and Zhdanov met in YB, where nobody would notice yesterday, but the interview here with the secretary says he was in the office the whole day, and this detail here is incorrect in that one, and they made basic efforts to find the leaker. The evidence that did implicate him was planned as a setup. Rushing out of the room, forgetting his hat, he desperately went out of the room and into the night, hoping to find a way to halt the proceedings before an innocent man is punished for a crime he did not commit. Can we stop it in time? Svetlana's theories. We can't afford to need her this much, so we're gonna push her away. Meaning this time, we is in the centrismo. Oh, stretching. Okay. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Okay, it's sometimes hard to tell if that pause thing is behind him. Discrediting the leaders, like victory for internal affairs. Calm her down. Yeah, each and every leak will be analyzed and discredited. Truth, it does not matter. Yes, all the shit's leaking out. Let's try to get to the 50 political power and see what happens if we try to cut ties, if that'll trigger a coup. We are gonna find out. Burning bridges, what are we gonna do now? I'm gonna accept the results of the election. I have no faith in a system that sidelines their own allies for meaningless favors. The center remained quiet, a roar of approval from the other sides, however, with thunderous applause. Yeah. What nation am I? I am Comey. Which means I can't communicate.
But you see, this is why the spy family is superior to Comey can't communicate. We look at spy family, we see handsome man, beautiful woman, child, loving family. But then we look at Comey can't communicate, pure ideology. Infected by liberalism. It's liberalism and patriarchy. The woman, she cannot speak and is seen as attractive. This is hypnotizing the child into wanting a woman who does not speak, and therein lies her beauty. So Spy Family is tremendous. It's my favorite. Check out.
It's Zizek. Good Zizek. You know what's funny? I don't think I've watched a Zizek video in years. I just it's like, okay, I just gotta sort of position the tongue, talk a certain way, and the key is you gotta sniff and talk about liberals.
It's funny, when I was a small child, we would take Nazi throwing. We would do this. We would kill him. And that was fun as a child. And now, the liberals, they don't want it. It's too much toleration.
Let's see. Suslov is rampant. Big boost to him, but I don't want that. I'm really starting to think I messed up, and I should have let Bukarina, because I know that there's an event where Bukarina could I think they basically take Suslov out back and shoot him.
Yes. You see, the liberals want the revolution without revolution. They want, and so the Komi cannot communicate fans. They want a woman. They do not want her to speak. And it's pure ideology.
Yeah, really, Spy Family's great. I actually haven't watched all of the season of Spy Family because I've been deliberately trying to ration it as I'm enjoying it so much. Oh, did the music end? Oh yes, it sure did. Or what the heck? Here we go. Okay, the party fades. Oh yeah, the center is collapsing. Cannot hold. Good afternoon, Tenebrae. So I think the major issue right now is what do we do about Suslov? He's up to 69 influence. Tisk. Protection money. Walked over Hugh Zaleski. This isn't what he meant. Alright. Huh. It's basically the communists are shaking people down for campaigning money. Popularity debate. Who freaking cares? I guess we'll give it to Stalina because she's the weakest, so it'll hurt these other ones from getting stronger again. But I got 17 points I gotta make up, and I've taken all my influence stuff already. Which leader in the New Order embodies schizophrenia gaming the most? Well, obviously it's Tukhachevsky, right? I don't think who else could kind of be there. Compromise. Stalina's plan has been, has gone through or whatever. So we'll try to see what happens if we cut ties, if we can get our hands on 50 political power. The interlude. Did they ever fix that shit where it's... Yeah, I hate that they don't have it where you can choose to not take focuses for political power anymore. It sucks. So Suslov's wife died. Midnight Stroll. Give me your wallet, guy, and I won't stab you. Thank you for the donation. So Suslov just got robbed. Yeah, the mugger shoved Suslov to the ground, scraping his elbows and knees and causing Suslov's glasses to fall off his face. He now lay on the ground, blind, injured, and alone. The interlude. Social fascists will not be spared when the revolution comes. Prepping for election week. Liberals don't like revolutions at all. They're milquetoast status quo jerkwads. That's a lot of words. Let's see. Next stream / video, make a small but noticeable grammatical error in the title to piss off those who have no chill. Oh, I've done that before in the past. It's been a couple years since then, but yeah, I will just do a deliberate little mistake, and then there'll just be, half dozen comments within 5 minutes of the video going up, and just, hey, thanks for boosting the algorithm, bitch. No, that's mean. I don't know. Affairs of the state. We're gonna do this National Assembly thing real quick, just so we can get some political power. Status quo, giga chads. Everything's perfect. Yeah. I remember I once though made a stream and I had accidentally held my my finger on the shift key too long, so I had shift and I hit HOI for Hearts of Iron, and then I didn't let go of it before hitting 4, so it kept the $sign on. Hold on a sec. Ideological abomination. Is this the Seraph stuff? Yeah, the dragon reveals itself. And I was hold on. And so yeah, so it said Hearts of Iron, and then there was just a money sign, and people thought I was making some sort of statement, like toward against like Paradox Interactive's DLC policies or something. Which TNO leader makes you feel like, yo, this is literally me. Oh, you know, all the female ones. No, yo, I only play female Hearts of Iron players, because if I'm going to be having to look at a character that's me, I want a boner. That's why I only play women in video games, so I can stare at their ass. Yeah, no, I'm a student again right now. You know, on my summer vacation at the moment. I can support public housing again. All right, so we're gonna do a little test here. I want to see what happens when I cut the ties, if that will trigger a coup or actually push me out. Cut. Here we go. Cutting ties test. All right. Come on. So, what happens if I tried to do it? Our commitment's too high, drastic consequences could occur. Let's see what those are. October 62. Cutting ties. Sincerely, he let out a sigh of relief and muttered, "Severance at last." Well, we'll find out about that. Oh, what's that? Oh, we got a new subscriber, looks like. Thank you very much, Disco Cow. Removing the cancer. This is just the Seraph shit. Center of it all. Holiday bun. No, this is not. I'm trying to see what's going to happen when I cut the ties. Come on. Yeah, but the thing that I'm hoping for right now is the local community college was hiring for several teaching positions. So, or like tutoring positions, I should say. So I'm waiting to hear back about that. That would be very, very exciting. What's this? Oh, new doctrine available. What do we want here? Combined arms? Probably. Yeah, they already do combined operations. Less fishman. Let's see. Meeting and greeting. Sergey, need to talk about the trams in the city. Is there really not going to be some sort of effect? Input from the assembly. Come on. The wait is always torturous. Yeah, like hearing back from a job that you like, actually really want. Absolutely. What's going on here? What are these so-called consequences? None are happening. Cosigans, I think we're just gonna load back up again. It's already been a couple of weeks and nothing's happened. Okay, well, now we know. But of course, I wouldn't have to work anywhere if enough people joined up at the membership button that is down below this video next to the subscribe button and turn this into my full-time job. Manage to post your stream and hashtag streams and let's plays in the TNO Discord server. Oh, well, thank you very, very much. Let's see, I remember how I had to wait for my first official position as a library assistant in the public library system. They got back to me in a little over 2 months. Oh, that's awful. Freaking, okay, so I remember last year I applied for a job at, what was the job? Yeah, I was like for this social studies teacher at a really close school to where I live. Like I could have literally walked to work. And they never ended up getting back to me, and so I went, okay. They threw the resume out. Hold on, let's support the public houses again. And then scavenge for some loot. And then they ended up getting back to me. I want to say I had applied for that maybe in January. But they ended up getting back to me in April to say, hey, you didn't get it. I said, what the fuck? Could have been homeless on the street, you took so long. This guy made it still alive? I guess so. Quality bonus, remove the cancer. Yeah, we know this. We know this stuff. Input from the assembly. Members of the assembly! You will never shake off the past. The official reason was immigrant status. You had to do county, state, federal background check. Oh, yeah. Oh, I freaking relish those. I've been, you know, I joined the Army when I was 17, so my background's clear as fuck. Let's see. Political campaign, no. Weekly planet, yeah, these suck. These suck. As far as round 4, if you nuke someone who you're not at war with, will it affect the city? I don't think you're able to nuke somebody if you're not at war with them. It's impossible. What's going on? Is it paused or oh, something's happening? Something big's happening. Kosigin's speech. Alright. Or when I joined the post office, I sent in I completely finished my application in July. They didn't get back and hire me till November, so they just must have had me in a file somewhere. Nomination. Let's see who earns the majority. It's gonna be Vosnevsky. Yeah, Vosnesensky secures nomination. Kind of saw that coming. Time to Pokemon Go to the polls. The new narrative starts to take form. Will the eco crash or Siberia? So may help to work on it. No, I'm not Siberia. Siberia's to the east. Duel disappointed. They're both pissed. Neither of us want to stand up for that racist bastard, but we don't have a choice. Yeah. It's not who we wanted, but it's who we'll have to defend. And I was thinking of the deluxe version of that. I'm not saying what my personal political beliefs are, but I know a lot of people were upset that Biden ended up winning, as you know anybody could have predicted back in 2020, winning the Democratic primary. But a few months ago, what's his name, Bo Burnham, released like a deluxe version of his album Inside, and he had a Joe Biden song in there, and it just goes, "They're really gonna make me vote for Joe Biden. How is the best we can do, Joe Biden?" Volcock was stumped. How are you going to get a majority? Depends on who shows up. Let's see here. Of course, I keep to myself any and all opinions about modern politicians, whether I like them or not. Yeah. Eric Koch's been hurt. We could form some coalition tickets. I don't know. Coalition tickets. Oh, we get a political power rebate on this. Heck yes, we want that. We love it, folks. But you know, I keep telling anyone and everybody, although it's not really much of a spoiler anymore as we get closer and closer to it. We're gonna see a Grover Cleveland in our timeline. Trump's 100% getting back in 2024, whether you like it or not. And I'm not saying whether I do or not, but it's definitely gonna happen. The only reason it wouldn't is if he just decides to stay retired. The order failed. What the F else is new? Ugh. The collapse of German Madagascar. Oh boy, it's kind of moving fast now, but yeah, wow! Look at that calendar go in the top right. Okay, got a little pep in our step now. That's good. Oh shit! What did I just click? I don't know what the fuck I just clicked. Something popped up. Fuck. 2024 is still a long ways to go. Don't dare do. Yeah, I suppose the Kashira. There's still the midterms. Yeah, it's not like I put money on all these things. It's about much more than money. It's about me being right publicly. Have you played E4 yet? It would be cool to see it. You know, I have in the past. It's been a few years, and I know how to play it. I'm even kind of good at it, but I just never really clicked with me, and I think there's been maybe 2 DLCs since then, so I'd have to pick those up. It's just, it's not really for me. Yeah, there was no... I couldn't describe it. There was like just an it factor missing. Troubling news from a troubled land. Let's see. The oligarchic power of these nascent multinationals is hard to conceal with every week that passes. Yeah. I want to use no DLC and a lot of mods. That's what I do. I scroll for 2 hours on my mods list. Yeah. You clicked national focus. What? Okay. So let's come back up here. It said completed. It was nothing. Oh, well, it's because it happened so fast. It happened so fast. I didn't know what was happening. Imagine losing a border conflict to Italy. Yeah. Especially in these times. Hashtag these times. Hashtag these unprecedented times. Alright, Madagascar. Alright, election day preparations. I guess we'll increase the center, but I think all of these things help it. Slightly decrease political party effectiveness. Let's ensure the internal stability. We're gonna army recruitment. Yeah. Every little bit to boost Zhdanov. But again, I think I messed up by taking out Bukarina. But yeah, we're not listening to the Soviet wave music yet. That won't be until our boy is in office. Unprecedented typically means I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. What are the Germans doing? Just sitting around. They could be preparing an invasion force. I don't think so. I think they're just waiting for the big man to die. Serov defects! What? Oh, I know Seraph. I was thinking Suslov. Yeah, no, we knew this was coming. What do you think of the mod's new updates, like getting rid of Glenn and putting in Hart? I don't think I had heard of that, actually. That's news to me. Yeah. Yeah, Germany's, yeah, they're resting on their laurels right now. Ooh. Just had some spicy vinegar. Alright, welcome to Russia, comrade. You are not loyal. Yeah, boom! Here comes the boom. Here comes the y'all don't really want it now. Traitors do, yeah. This will not be tolerated in the party. I urge you all to ensure that your hearts remain steadfast and loyal, for socialist justice meets all in the end. Regardless of their past, Alexei, if you will, a gunshot ran throughout the building. So Seraph actually gets stronger. It's not really going to be too relevant. They're updating space raid mechanics and new teams replacing Glenn with Hart. Yeah. Yes, you did call it. Let's grab the construction speed / max units thing. There we go. No more Mars, but in return, new moon mechanics. Alright, next up, calculate the bombing intervals. The Levant has been partitioned. Let's go check that out in just a moment. Need more rifles. Okay, so we were gonna check in on who right now? Oh yeah, the Levant. Ooh, it's looking. What do we got here? Israel. Oh, is this the traditional settlement? The series of sausages, as I like to call it. Levantine Union. Oh yeah, they're all together. Okay, we just got an ultimatum from Vyatka. You know what? I got some loot for you. It's in a big bag right here. And then it's like the dick in the box trick, except it's like the scrote outside the box. They never see it coming. Okay, we do some development here. Increase pollution regulations, infrastructure. I think we just might want to increase GDP by 3% and stuff. We're about to go into some real debt. Yeah, let's do some investments. Let's try. Yeah. Tribute pay. Yeah, so we will not back down. No. Prepare a raid. I think I could like, kind of squeak it in here. I forget. I don't know if they've done something about this yet. Okay. We will not back down so easily. Should be a straightforward one. Imagine Italy doing a better job than the British when it comes to drawing up borders. They probably would because they're so trolly. But yeah, we got the little Levantine Union here. There's Jordan, Palestine, Lebanese, and Israel, who believe in labor Zionism, a land without a people for a people without land. Modern Zionists are split on how to solve the Palestine issue. Let's see. The Brawl. Another vodka. Comrade Barman. Premier Communist Bar. Was too drunk to feel our counter hits. Hammered and sickled. Oi, oi, are we seriously about to lose? What the fuck is happening over here? Hang in there. 5 more days, 10 more days, 8 more days, 7 more days. Hang on. Preparing for the bombing. Let's get that political power. Best in infrastructure. Oh, we can secure control again. Yeah. Let's do that. Always. Ah, 1055 influence. Gonna increase my own influence again, I think. Yeah, just get that one more. Okay. Oh man, this is taking a little too long. I think we're about to be in trouble. What's happening? I know it's the top of the month, but come on. Alright, protect the people, all the people. Gosh, I'm feeling so tired. That's why I'm doing the Tabasco raw. Gotta wake myself a little. This is not rubbing into my eyes yet. Samir Goch has won the Welsh elections. Is that the Watame one? I forget. Powerful figure to mini, served along the front lines with the Germans. All is forgiven, Kashira. Oh, we're about to freaking lose! Yep. We got raided, got fucked. Huge bunch of the border. No, it's a border war. James Webb Telescope's going to give us some really nice screensavers soon. Yeah. To the right. Yeah, it's a border war. Didn't work that. Well, I guess we got a frickin' scavenge for loot. That sucks. 14 days to initiate the raid. Come on, come on. Get up there. Garrison slaughtered. Ugh. Bunch of hits. Lost that political power. Come on. 10 days. James Webb is actually some crazy tech. Okay. Come on. There goes the Yunnan click. Rippin' pepperoni, as the kids like to say. Do they still say that? I dreamt I was old. Seriously, what's going on here? Let's get this clock moving along. I want to have the election, see if we can get our boy in office before we end the stream. Yeah, this vinegar is not doing it for me. I'm gonna be right back. I guess I gotta grab a snack or something. Just be a moment. Here we go, I just need to get something up. What's wrong? Your nieces and nephews make you feel old. Yeah. Yeah, God, I'm just so out of it. I guess I had a really, really long day yesterday and didn't sleep super well. You know, like every freaking day of my life. So... I can call in up to 72 favors. So how do I do that? Alright. Watch the radicals. We're almost there. Here we go. Taking note. Communists should not expect privacy. Now go after the right. Into the unknown. Which is, you know, space. Duh. One last promise. Yeah, Yevgeny Lena, no matter what happens, we came this far to protect democracy. Zhdanov's ploy. Alone in a dock on the outskirts of Sky City, Andrei Zhdanov was smiling. He was going through his papers and documents. Yes, it was all there. He wrote a note to his secretary detailing how to distribute the files to the correct recipients, then stopped and looked at his desk. at the framed photograph of him and Voznesky drinking coffee, or at least what passed for it these days, at the very same dock of 4 years earlier. Quite clever, wasn't I, Nikolai? Poor trusting man, you never had it in you to fully separate public and private life. His smile faded. Had you been wiser, you would have tried to end it sooner, but your pride wouldn't allow you, would it? You wouldn't have done the same in my position, which is why it had to be done. We must give something. We must all give something for the Republic, for Russia, and for the Revolution. He sighed and flipped the picture to face down. Before picking up the next pile of documents to be leaked to the press. On his way out the door, he cast a glimpse over his shoulder before flipping the light switch. Goodbye, old friend. And the light went out, the door closed, and the moment was gone. There are no friends in politics. So, my influence just boosted. Come on, can we get over the hump? I need 10 more points. Yeah, especially when you gotta do responsible stuff like delicing their hair, in the case of little Damien, calling it a day, just talking with my sister, and agreeing to just chop off his hair. Yeah. Yeah, lice can be a bitch. Okay, Zhdanov's dealings. A series of devastating leaks have hit our government, seriously destabilizing our authority and possibly crushing our chances in the upcoming election. The leaks allege and prove with several hours worth of audio tape, pictures, and official government papers that President Voznesky has been involved in abuse of his position from the very beginning of his presidency in order to cut deals with the Communist Party for votes and possibly personal favors. Some of the actions, like the awarding of supposedly open contracts to communist-affiliated cooperatives, are flat out illegal. The DSNP is in full damage control mode, trying to avoid an impeachment push led by the enraged Passionary while the coalition is reeling. The KPK, on the other hand, have no comment on the matter beyond stating that there is nothing in the leaks proving that the communist leaders involved, most prominently Andrei Zhdanov, had any knowledge of how the gifts from the president were done illegally. The president himself has locked himself in his office from where he has been trying to call somebody all day without luck. Our administration may be history. Why did this happen to us? Why is it always us? So we're going to lose 15% stability, 200 political power. The people's faith in the government and in the DSNP collapses. It decreases the power of the Komi Center by 15 and decreases the influence of Voznesky by 200. So that's it. No more taking shit until after the election, it looks like. Yeah, for the Republic! Shoots political dissident. Oh, man. But I was gonna say, I like how the communists got out scot-free, because it's just like, yeah, we didn't know. We didn't know it was illegal shit. There was, last night, yesterday I was playing some Dungeons and Dragons with some friends. And there had been the city that we had been in earlier. We came, and we had talked with the blacksmith. Got some stuff from him. We were gone for most of the day. We come back, and he's in the fucking stocks. He's got his arms and his head in the holes. And we were going, what the hell is happening? It turned out he was, like, running an illegal black market. The men stood by the sill calmly and waited their turn to jump out with a crash. And so, like, right away, we were going, whoa, we didn't know that shit was illegal. And then at one point, like, the baron of the town was, like, kind of starting to push us a little bit. But our bard was going, we went to him because you recommended him. Like, what the fuck? Like, you said, hey, go check that blacksmith out. And then we found out he's a criminal. We were only, what? And then it gets confusing because we were like, we were gone for what, like 6 hours? And now he's a criminal? What the hell is going on around here? But there was there was so much that ended up happening with that blacksmith, but one that was really, really funny was, so when we had gone to the blacksmith before we left, my character was trying to pawn her crossbow. Now, I found out this morning, I ended up finally looking it up, that a crossbow that I had should have been worth 25 gold. I sold him that crossbow and the Philippine shit just started. And all the ammo for it. He only gave me 13 gold for it. And I was like, this is bullshit. But I was like, fine, I'm not going to argue about it. There was a reason why. But I freaking end up, he's in the stocks and he's talking, and we go to talk to him, and he's trying to get the party to get him out. Like, somebody get this lock open, get me the hell out of here. And I have a very good set of thieves' tools, but I just pulled out my lock picks and held them in front of his face, the keys to his freedom, basically. And I was going, 13 gold for a crossbow and all its ammunition. What a shame. And I just put them right back in my pocket and walked away. Just fuck them. Where at? There we go. Let's see here. Violence at the polls. There's been severe violence, unacceptable violation of rights, etc., etc. Let's just go initiate this bitch. This raid on another country in the meantime. All right, come on. It's just a bunch of priests. You can deal with this, right? Did I not click initiate the raid? Oh, yeah, they just paid it up. That's right, bitch. Alright. Inauguration. Oh! Oh, hell yes! We did it straight up! Oh, yeah! That's awesome! I didn't know he could be legally elected. This just... Oh, great. Now we truly have the mandate of the people, which means it's time to start listening to the Soviet wave music. Yeah, start the song over. The inauguration of President Zhdanov. The results are in, and it appears that President Zhdanov has been elected as the first KPK president. Was it simply a dissatisfaction with the status quo? A maddening sense of radicalism? Or was it something about Zhdanov personally that elevated him above the other candidates? Either way, Zhdanov now stood before the new, much more left-leaning National Assembly, no longer the leader of the KPK in the National Assembly, but as President of the Republic. In his inaugural speech, facing packed observer boxes and a nervous assembly, the visionary communist laid out his plans for the Republic. Friends, comrades, talking to you, chat, people of the Republic, I stand before all of you today with the utmost pride. Through our victory, the people of the Republic have condemned oppression and called out for a revolution that they have realized today. However, we must not be satisfied by our current victories. There is much to do and much to strive for. A true people's democracy, an end to stagnation and regressivism, and a vision for a wondrous future in which all peoples may be truly free. I call upon the people of the Republic, upon the workers in our factories, upon the peasants in our fields, to recognize that we have stepped into the socialist future, and this is only the beginning. Zhdanov's speech, as the most openly radical ever delivered by a president of the Republic, immediately drew cheers from the KPK's base, but his critics have decried his extremist tendencies, lack of true belief in democracy, and lack of basis in reality. With a member of the KPK in the highest office in the Republic, only time may tell if President Zhdanov was the right choice for Komi. The people have spoken. Believe in Zhdanov Ismo! And on that note, which was a long note, I think what we're going to do here now, yeah, revolution by ballot, heck yes. What I think we are going to do now is we're going to end today's stream there. It looks like I just drove off a bunch of viewers with me doing that. But again, this was just a preview stream, so no longer will this series be available to the public. Like this first episode will be, but anybody who's watching this in the future, again, if you want to become a member and get access to this exclusive series, which I'll be streaming on Sundays in the future, that'll be available if you just hit the join button below near the subscription. I know we've had other people who already joined today during the stream, so thank you very, very much to them. And I hope that you all have a great rest of your weekend. It's looking like it's going to be a pretty big week coming up. So I don't think I'm going to stream for the rest of today, but we got a new Hearts of Iron 4 series coming up, which I hopefully will get uploaded episode 1 Tuesday, I think. We got some Crusader Kings 3 with the Godhera campaign that's ongoing. Majora's Mask Monday is tomorrow. And what else was there? I think that's all I can remember off the top of my head. But again, thank you very, very much for those of you who joined me, and especially thanks to people who are hitting like, you know, when they were here. I appreciate that. Hold on, what's that music? Why did that do? Stop that. Ugh. Sorry, that was annoying. But yeah, next time, for those of you who do show up for the membership streams, we will officially have Zhdanov in charge, and let's see if he can manage to consolidate power. Take note, Mr. Suslov himself is our current head of government. That could end up being an issue. We will see. Anyway, have a great day. Bye.